Hey friends, welcome to script.info. My name is Rizwan Khan and we are going to continue our web messenger series, and this is I think 8th video of our series. And in the last video we have worked on like the online users, like how we can display a user is online or offline, and we have also got couple of errors, or like one error like permission issue. So we are going to fix those errors in this video, as well as we are going to do some chat initialization process. So let's continue. Okay, what I'm going to do, first I would like to show the database. I have cleared, deleted everything because I actually worked to fix that error, and I don't have users also, so I'm going to create a new user first. And for that, let me open my console so you can see the changes. Console, let me clear the console, and hopefully it is recording. Yes, and let me register a new user. So my favorite, Imran Khan @ Imran is my brother, not the actor. Okay, Imran @ webscript.info. Oh, it's info pro, and 1 2 3 4 5 6. Let's sign up. And okay, it should I think we should rename this. Instead of user login request, we should dispatch an action like user sign up request, like that. Okay, no problem. User logged in successfully, and you can see we have got the success message, as well as we are in the home screen. Okay, fine. And yeah, we don't have any user. If you see the success part payload, we don't have a single user, so it's me only. I cannot show myself over here, so yeah, I can chat with others but not myself. It's totally useless, right? So let me refresh over here, and you can see, and internet is kind of slow. Okay, yeah, we have Imran @webscript.info, and also we have database. Let it load, and this is first time I'm doing it. I'm not going to touch this again. Okay, I mean last time, right? So yeah, we have Imran Khan is online, true, so he is a logged in user, right? So the status will be like true. Let me log out, and you can see the errors, right? And you can see this is the error we were facing in the previous video, like uncovered error in on and snapshot. I've done my research and I found out something like, if you go to the documentation of this Firestore, okay, let me show you. I am not a genius, but yeah, you can go through the documentation and you can see what I'm going to have here. Cloud Firestore, and if you can see read data we have, and what I'm doing, listen for real-time updates. So actually let me show you. I have an action, user.actions. You can see my action name is get real-time users, so I'm using a function that is on snapshot. So this is a function which register a listener with the application. So every time it listen to the Firestore, like whenever a change, an activity, a new user, anything, so it will listen every time, and it will update the status in your application, and you can see the immediate change. So yeah, that is how it works. So what is suggesting, what Firebase suggests, like if you are using real time, you can see what I'm listen for real-time updates. Yes, so whatever the function you're using, like right now I'm using listen to multiple documents in a collection, right? So yeah, you can use anything, but at the end what you have to do, like when you are done with with your application and you want to log out from the application, so obviously you don't want to keep on listening to the Firestore. That's a problem, right? So here what we have, when you are no longer interested in listening to your data, you must detach your listener so that your event callbacks stop getting called. This allows the client to stop using bandwidth to receive updates. So it's kind of like blah blah blah. And what we have here, db.collection. So yeah, we are listening from the users collection every time. And what is happening there, when I'm going to log out from the application, so I have no connection with the Firestore, right? I'm not a legal user, not authenticated user, but still that get real-time action is trying to listen to the Firestore collection, and so as I'm logged out already, so that's why it is getting missing or insufficient permission. And that's because we have added here rules, right? So we have rules over here. If request.auth not equal to null, then only you can listen to this. So after logout, it is trying to listen to the collection, right? So that's problem and insufficient permission. So how we can fix? I have tried couple of ways, and I was actually totally frustrated while doing this. So what I have, the nice way I've done it is this is the get real-time users, right? And what do we have to do? So this db collection as same follow. Initially you can follow the same, like you have to create a variable unsubscribe, and later at some point you can call that unsubscribe whenever you are going out of your logging out from the application, right? So you have to do the same thing. So let's create const and let's say unsubscribe. I have super keyboard, right? Let me do it again. Const unsubscribe, right? So this is unsubscribe, and this is the function get real-time users. Okay, I'm calling it, and again then I'm returning an arrow function. And once my collection is done with listening, I want to return my unsubscribe from here, right? So yeah, this is here, and index.js. So as you can see, this is asynchronous function. So if you return anything from an asynchronous function, then simply it will be a promise, right? So index.js, and what we have here, dispatch. So we are calling get real-time users, and this is asynchronous functions which returns a promise. Then we are getting dispatch, and then we are getting a promise, right? So what we can do here, we can say dot then, and here we are going to get unsubscribe, then and unsubscribe. This is going to be an arrow function, and to handle the errors we are going to see write catch error, and we'll say console dot log error. Let's keep it like that, simple. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to return my unsubscribe again. So basically I'm not returning unsubscribe function, instead I'm returning a promise. So this is then again I'm returning a promise. Let's create some very global variable. So we'll say let unsubscribe. Okay, cool, and let's store that unsubscribe. Okay, let unsubscribe copy, and let's paste over here. We'll say so unsubscribe. Yeah, this dispatch is going to return a promise, and then we are going to store that promise in this unsubscribe, right? And then now I'm going to again write a function from the concept of class, like component will unmount. So whenever we will unmount a component, we can do some cleanup process, right? So let's say use effect, and how we can achieve in hooks. It's very simple. Like you have to write something like component did mount, and I'm gonna call it component will unmount. Okay, and so yeah, we have to return, if you want to achieve that, you have to return one more arrow function or a normal function, it doesn't matter. So this is component will unmount. Okay, so here you can perform cleanup process, right? And here I'm going to say unsubscribe. So as I told you, this is again a promise, so we have to say then, and it is going to take a function again f, very simple, I can write, and let's call the f, and also handle it catch. That is again an error if there is an error, so we'll handle it like that. So it's a single line code, we don't write multiple lines. Okay, we have saved it, right? Now let's go back your browser and see it is working or not. Let's save it and let's create let's log in with the password and let's clear your console. Let's login request and success, and we are in the home screen, and get real-time users, and it is like usual empty. Then let's log out and user logout success and no errors. So when the home component unmounted, then we have executed that function, so we have unsubscribed it and it worked perfectly nicely. Okay, cool. So yeah, so it is done. Now let's again log in and Imran password. Okay, let's log in and we are going to create a couple of more users so I can show you like a live online offline status. So I'm going to use another browser if you want to register multiple users, right? And we'll say Firefox, kind of a cool browser, right? And yeah, so right now you can see I'm logged in my application. Hi Imran Khan, and I have no user. Right now let me show you the magic of that real-time on snapshot function. So let's first log into the application from the Firefox, and I'm going to create a new user. So let me create myself. And we'll say the password something, and let's do the sign up and don't save it. And it is dispatching some actions I have. Yeah, so as you can see, what we have here, Rizwan Khan online and Imran Khan offline. That's not what I'm expecting. Why it is offline? And I have logged out from the application and it is still, yeah, it is offline, right? So it is working well. I have logged out from this and it becomes offline. So let's log in again with the yeah, let's log in again. Yeah, I'm Imran, right? So okay, let's I'm confusing with multiple users, right? So login, sign up. Okay, that's Imran. Let's log in res@webscript.info, password, login. Okay, don't save, and Imran Khan is offline. Why it is like that? Let's log out from here and log in again. Imran@webscript.info, password 123456. And log in. So yeah, Rizwan Khan is offline right now and Imran Khan is also offline. Like both of the users are actually online. So we are doing something unexpected. And is online false. Why? So when you are okay, I have got something, right? Let's go and login function. Check your login function. Boy, this is the biggest mistake. Okay, sign in, right? So for the new user we are doing that thing, but for the if we are going to sign in for the existing user, then again we have to tell, yeah, this is going to be a login user, right? So yeah, again we have to write some nested functions. So we'll say const db logged in user set user, right? Const db equals to Firestore. Okay, Firestore, call it, and we'll say db dot collection, and then it will be users, and then doc it requires UID, and hopefully I don't have UID, right? So the user, we are going to log in, right? Yeah, we have data and we are going to have the UID. So data.user.uid. Okay, so we will select that user and we'll say set, or not set, we'll say update, and here we are going to say is online true. Okay, and once this is done, we are going to return a promise. So if it works well, here we are going to again execute a function, and to handle the error we are going to execute catch. Okay, and let's move down, take the stuffs like your success pod, go down and we'll say here, so this is success. Cool. And yeah, is online true to the new user, right? And hopefully it will work. So let's check, and let's reload, log out the user from the application first. So log out both of them. Okay, now log in again. So let's log in. Imran@webscript.info, password will be 123456, and we'll say log in. It's dispatching some actions, as you can see on the right side, and then sign in is successful. Okay, it is taking a little time. Let's log in again. Something wrong. Let's say Imran@webscript.info, password, login, user login request, sign in, and it is successful. And you can see right now the Rizwan Khan is offline. Now let's log in Rizwan Khan, riz@webscript.info, password something, and then log in. Don't save. Internally it is dispatching some actions, and you can see this is right now offline. Okay, see my cursor, it is offline. And what is happening? Let's reload, and riz@webscript.info, password something, and then log in. Don't save. Yes, and you can see this Rizwan Khan becomes online, as well as this Imran Khan becomes online. So yeah, it's working. Cool. And so this is the first two user, right? And let's create a couple of more users, and we'll do the logout, and then you can see the Rizwan Khan becomes offline. Let's log in again, and we'll say we'll register some other users. We'll say Neha Khan Neha@webscript.info, and password. Okay, sign up. Don't save. And you can see I have Neha Khan, and the status of that user is online, so she's an online user right now. And also let's log out and just see the status is going to be changed, and you can see this becomes offline. Okay, so it's working absolutely perfectly nicely. And let's create some more users. Okay, I'm gonna create one more user, Virat and Kohli, so like popular peoples are in my list. Virat@webscript.info, and password. Sign up. Don't save. And you can see yeah, Virat Kohli is also online. So like Rizwan Khan and Neha is offline, Virat Kohli is online. So this is working well. And now let's create some actions, like if I will select Rizwan Khan, then it will show here Rizwan Khan, or if I will select Neha Khan, then it will show here that user Neha Khan and the chat of that user. So if I select Virat Kohli, then here it will be Virat Kohli and the chat of Virat Kohli. So let's write a couple of functions. So let's go to your home page, index.js, and first thing I'm going to write something, right? So yep, so let's instead of this div, I'm gonna create a component. Let's cut, and before starting this home page, you can create a separate file. Just for simplicity, I'm creating over here props, and we'll say return. Okay, so props.user.uid, and it is actually not required because it's key. So what is required is a user first name and user last name, right? So that's user's online status. So basically user is required. So let's destructure it, const, and we'll say user from props. Okay, and let's go to your return function over here, like write user, and then we'll say key equals to user dot uid and props user, right? So user will go there. Okay, so props dot user, right? And let's reload. This is again working fine, so like it's working, right? And I don't have the list name, so it's not working actually. User equals to user. Yep, so this is working. Okay, and now let's go back, and this is user, right? So write a function like initiate chat. So after use effect, I'm writing a function const init chat. So what we are going to, we need to know like who I'm going to chat, right? So we'll say the user, that particular user, and we'll write something like now we'll create some state values like chat started, set chat started, that is equals to use state, and it's going to be an empty value. Okay, so like if you're going to say chat started, here we are going to say chat started set chat started is going to be true, and this is going to work based on click. So that's user. Here we are going to write some on click function. On click, yeah, it can be any name. Right now it doesn't matter. So on click will say init chat. Init chat. So here it will be init chat, and we are going to call that. So we'll say here over here we'll say on click. So on click we are going to write a function that is props, or we are going to extract from the props, that is on click, and we'll say here on click, as well as we have to send that user. So we'll write an arrow function on click, and we'll say the user. Okay, so we'll say user over here, and set chat already set it to true, and then we'll console.log that user just for confirmation it's working or not. And let's go and go to your chat header. So this is our chat header. Okay, here we are going to write something like we'll say chat started. Okay, if it's true, then we'll show some name. Okay, else we'll show null. We are going to show nothing, right? And okay, chat header is, yeah, it's for, okay, let's control do undo everything, right? So here we are going to say something. Let's control cut, and instead of Rizwan Khan, we are going to place something. Here we are going to say name of the user, like which user we are going to chat. So let's go and we already have the user over here, so we know the first name and last name of the user. So here we are going to set the username. Const, and we'll say chat user set chat user. That is going to again be use state. Okay, and this is going to be empty, and chat and set chat started, it is going to be false. It's a boolean value, false, right? And let's come here and we'll say when chat is started, we'll simply set the chat, right? So we'll say set chat user, and we're going to use a string, and we'll say $user dot first name space $user dot last name, right? And if where is that function? So if chat started true, then we'll show the name. So we'll say chat user, else it will be empty. Cool. And yeah, that is fine. So let's go and check. We have an error, chat, okay, icon, and it's reloading, and again we have an error, so that's const. Okay, we have added some unexpected literal over here, so it is minus, right? Let's remove and let's go back and let it reload. So here you can see I don't have any name over here, so let's click on Rizwan Khan, and you can see I have Rizwan Khan. Let's click on Neha Khan. Now it's Neha Khan, right? So Virat Kohli, and it's Virat Kohli. So this is working very well. Also, we don't want to show the chat before starting initializing the chat. Okay, so let's hide everything, use the same chat started variable. So here we are going to say message section, and simply, okay, chat, what is this? Chat started. If it's true, then we'll show the messages. Okay, else it is going to be null. Also, if chat started true, then only we are going to show the controls. Chat started true, then we are going to show the controls. See, now let's go back, and you can see we have nothing. We don't have any messages, we don't have chat controls, message, anything. Let's click on Rizwan Khan, and we have got like Rizwan Khan and the message of that particular user, Virat Kohli, or anything. Like if you click on, then it will be same, and name will change only, right? So this is working well and very nice. So guys, thank you for watching, and we will continue in the next video of chatting process. Okay, so we can chat with each other. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to share with your friends.